Hey guys, Stacy Bartell here from OBS Financial, Oak Bank Tax Services, and the One-to-One Tax Advisor Group. Hey, today I want to talk to you real quickly about our brand new COVID use of home simplified worksheet. So this video here is going to just show you real quickly how to fill it out. We've simplified this. We've actually put in some information you can give us where we can do a real quick calculation to see if it's worthwhile even looking at the detailed method or if we're just going to deal with the simplified method. All you need to do is just give us some rough numbers and we're able to kind of figure it out. So let's take a look. Very simple to do. First thing you need to do is open up an internet browser of your choice. I use Firefox. That's what I like to use, but you can use Google Chrome, you can use Explorer, you can use whatever you want. When you get there, we're going to go to www.obstax.com and you get into our website. Now, of course, I had mine set to home page, but that's where we are. When you get to the website, I want you to click on this tax registration and upload center here right underneath the phone number. When you click on that, it opens up all of our tools. This is your online registration, your upload center, video center, and then there's a guide that's called tools. Now, if you scroll down, there's also online tools here. So you can click here or you can click the link on top. When you get there, this is all of our normal tools for, medical expenses, charitable donations, tools for tradespeople, that sort of thing. But we've created a special page just for the COVID use of home. When you get there, you're going to see here, we have a quick video on the difference between this. We did before. It's about 5 minutes. It kind of explains the difference if you haven't taken a look at it. But underneath there, we are going to have a video that is for the COVID use of home and how to use the worksheet, which is what we're going to do here. So it's not on here yet because obviously I'm making the video right now. But as soon as the video is up here, this is how we're going to work it out. So if you click on this COVID use of home line, so I'm just going to highlight here, you can see this. Right below there, you have this blue link, okay? If you click on that, it's going to ask you to download our user-friendly Excel spreadsheet. So you're going to download that, and what's going to happen is, right? Oh, I had this opened up, so I actually need to close this. I shouldn't have had it open on my computer, okay? Just to go back and show you here, we're going to go back to the website. I'm going to go into Firefox, into the download center. I'm going to click it, and it's going to open up. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to enable opening. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to make it a little bit bigger just this way you guys can see it. So scroll this over. Here's what we have. So you're going to put your name in here. You're going to put the tax year. So here we go. I'm going to go Stacy Bartell, tax year 2020. Okay, then I'm going to hit tab. And what it says, did you work from home due to COVID-19? And there's a little arrow down here. I'm going to click on this and I'm going to go yes. Did you work at home 50% of the time for a minimum 4 consecutive weeks at any time during the year because of COVID? Now, in this situation, yes, I did. So I'm going to go, yes, I worked more than 4 consecutive weeks, at least 50% of my time. That qualifies me. That's all it takes to qualify. Now, do you own or rent your home? Now, this is important because it tells us what we can claim and what we can't. So I'm just going to go own here. Now, to see if the detailed method could be better, please fill out the following. So what we're going to do is I'm going to sit back and say, okay, you know what? It's the square footage of my house or area. So I know my house is, the office that I use is 10 feet times 12 feet. So I'm just going to put equals 10 by 12, and it's going to automatically calculate it and say it's 120 square feet. Or if I know it's 120, I can just put that in. Now, the next question is, was this shared with anyone else or was it just for you? So what this talks about is, was this office available for you to work 24 hours a day, or did anybody else use it, or was it used for anything else? Was it a kitchen table? Was it shared space or not? So in this case, I'm going to go shared. I'm going to go designated space 24 hours, okay? What is the square footage of my total home, including all levels? So my house is 1,100 square feet, but I have a bungalow. The basement is also 1,100 square feet, so I have to put 2,200 square feet. All righty. Now, from there, here's what's going to happen. We're going to put in what our monthly, we're just going to put in an estimate of what my monthly utilities are. So my monthly utility bill is probably about $200. My internet bill is about $90 a month. My cell phone bill is about $75 a month. I didn't spend any money on office supplies. My work supplied those for me. Rent, okay, I'm not renting. I own my house, so I put 0. And my maintenance and repairs on a monthly basis, you know what, maybe 20 bucks, okay? Now, below here, it says property taxes and or home insurance. Now, that's for commission people only. If you're commissioned, you can't use it. So I'm going to leave that. I'm not commissioned here. And I'm going to keep on scrolling down. Now, I scroll down. Here's a calendar. Okay. This is going to be the toughest part of the thing, but I've kind of made it easy for you here. So March 15th was pretty much when COVID hit. So all you need to do is go down here and put how many hours you worked each day. So you know what? We were good up until the 19th. All of a sudden, we were told we had to work from home. So I'm going to go 8 hours, right? And then the following week, I was working 8 hours, 8 hours, 8 hours. Then the following week, I was working 8 hours. Oops. Then I'm going to go back up to the top of April. Okay. Then 8 hours, 8 hours, 8 hours. Okay. Now on here, so April, now this came into Good Friday, right? So I didn't work Good Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now notice the pinks are the weekends. So that's how I know, and I've made it easy for you. So it's Monday to Friday. You just kind of need to know the starting date. The pinks are your weekends. If it's dark green, this is Good Friday. So that's a stat holiday. And then the lighter green is those alternative holidays. Some people get them, some people don't. Now, I don't get that, so I'm going to sit back and go 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. Now, at the end of the day, you know what? I also did some work on the weekends, because now I'm at home, I get some emails, I'm doing some of that. So I'm going to put when I actually worked on the weekends as well. Right? And there I didn't. Here, I'm just going to go down. Okay. And 8. Right? Oops. So the whole problem is that once you hit the bottom, you're going to have to re-scroll again. 85, no, 8. And so I know that I worked at home every day until after August long weekend, right? After August long weekend, I went back to work. So I'm just going to go on. So now this is what takes all the time, and I do apologize for that, but we do need a record for Revenue Canada, because I need to know how many days you actually worked from home. Okay. So there's July 1st. Now, on July 20th, I went to the lake. I was on holidays, but you know what? I was I was still doing work from home because I was getting emails, I was getting phone calls. That's kind of my position. I really never get a day off. So I'm working from lake. Now, okay, a little bit of a technical issue here. If you're working from the lake and not from your regular house, okay, you can still claim a simplified rate, but it has an effect on your house. So, but at the end of the day, I worked from the lake. So I'm going to go put my 8 hours in here. Okay, then the weekend came along and I had the long day off. Then I had to come back into work. So I didn't work off there. So all of July, August, right? All of August, I did not work from home. I had to go to work all of August, right? Things were pretty good here in Manitoba. My employer said I had to go back into work. Then after September long weekend, they said, hey, you know what? We're going to give you the option to work 2 days at the office, 3 days off. So now I'm going to actually, when they first started, they came back to me. They said, okay, we're going to give you one alternating day where you can work from home. We're going to try this for you. So I worked one here, one here, one here, one here. Okay. Then October came, things went pretty good. And they said, okay, you know what? We're going to make you work every Wednesday and Thursday. Or sorry, you're going to work from home 3 days a week. And you're going to come in every Tuesday or Wednesday. So we're going to go through here. Again, that's sorry, and that's kind of a bit of a pain. I do apologize for that. There's not much we can do with having that happen, but you'll see this doesn't take too long. It's kind of neat to know what my schedule is. Now, just to be, you know what, in total in total honesty here, this is my wife's schedule. I know when she started working from home and whatever. So I'm doing this for her, by the way. Okay. So now when you get down to here, what you're going to see is, yes, you know what? She worked from home. We didn't go anywhere for winter because of, you know, COVID and everything else. So now this calendar gives me all the information that I need. Now, once that's done, so I actually need to change this. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to change this to my wife's name, right? And now I'm done. I'm going to take this and I'm going to share it. I'm just going to hit share. I'm going to send it by email. I'm going to send an attachment, and I'm going to email it to forms, F-O-R-M-S, at obstax.com. So forms at obstax.com. And I'm going to put in here, Lisa Bartel, use of home worksheet. All right. So that's all we need to do. I put her name in there. I'm going to hit send. Guess what? We're going to get a copy of it. Now, I'm going to do some calculations. I'm going to determine, okay, based off of what you're spending on a monthly basis, what's better, $2 a day? And in there, we're going to calculate that based off of your use of home, how many days you're in there, all the rest of it. I'm going to take a rough guess. Now, if I find that it's going to be beneficial to you, I'm going to reach out to you, let you know, and say, hey, maybe we need some more information because this isn't good enough. To do detailed, I'd need the actual amounts. So, but if we're close to the same rate of being $2 a day, we're just going to do it the easier way. It's cheaper for you, a lot easier for you. But if I can see that, you know what, you could actually claim $5 or $6 a day based off of what you have, then I'm going to reach out because $4 or $5 a day is way better than $2 a day. It's going to save you hundreds of dollars at the end of the year. So that's kind of how it goes. Pretty simple and easy to do. Hopefully it explains it. You know what? Hopefully I didn't go too fast on it, but at the end of the day, it is not that complicated. All you need to do is know what days you were working. So here we go. I'm going to hit stop. Look forward to working with you guys again this year. Have yourself a great day. And if you have any questions, send us an email at forums@obstax.com and we'll be more than happy to help you out. See you later.